With the reopening of Japan and tourism back in full swing, it's the perfect time for any anime fan to finally take part in their very own anime pilgrimage. And now you may be wondering, Leo, what is anime pilgrimage? Well, that's what I'm here to talk about today. So essentially, anime pilgrimage is the act of taking on a journey to a IRL anime location. Now, most of these places are, of course, set in Japan, and I'm going to be talking about just 3 of the places that I am actually going to be going to on my journey across Japan later this year. And what's great is that all 3 of these locations are basically within the Kyoto vicinity. The first location I would like to talk about is the setting of the movie A Silent Voice. One of my favorite anime films of all time, and honestly, to find that I could actually visit the real place, the real setting of this movie, of this beautiful piece of artwork, made me very excited. The setting of A Silent Voice takes place in the IRL little city of Ogaki in Gifu, Japan. The first place is Ogaki Park. This park is located to the west of the Ogaki Castle. Honestly, I find this to be really cool. I might just recreate some of these scenes, take pictures there, of course. And as a Silent Voice fan, I mean, this is an iconic location, of course. Now, I'm probably going to be butchering a lot of these pronunciations. Please excuse me. I'm just a degenerate weeb, okay? But yeah, we have the Shin Ohashi Bridge, and of course, if you are a Silent Voice fan, you would recognize this as to be the setting, the location of where Shoko confesses her feelings for the first time to Shoya. A very heartwarming scene, and I can't wait to take even more pictures here, of course. The next 2 locations, in my opinion, are going to be the major highlights of the IRL anime pilgrimage for A Silent Voice. I mean, these next 2 locations are basically the main settings of A Silent Voice. And if you know what I'm talking about, it's the bridge. First, we have the Four Seasons Plaza. There are many locations here used as the Midori Bridge and Tunnel Falls. It's where we find Shoko feeding some pigeons in one scene. You have that really cool waterfall coming off of the bridge and down into the water. It's a very nice, pretty aesthetic setting. And then of course, paired with the Midori Bridge, by far the most iconic location for A Silent Voice in my opinion. I mean, this bridge is literally on the movie's poster. It can't be any more iconic than that. I'm very excited to come here and just see the inspiration of A Silent Voice. At least the setting. And then we have the General Welfare Hall. This is where we found Shoko after so many years. And it is a returning location throughout the film. But yeah, I mean, that was the Silent Voice locations. Let's move on to the next anime that I would like to talk about. Tamako Market. The whole entire anime is essentially set within this shopping district street, which you find very commonly around most of Japan, especially within big cities. But in the anime, the name of the shopping district is Usagiyama Shopping District, which literally translates to Bunny Mountain Shopping District. But yeah, that's the primary setting throughout Tamako Market, and of course, as well as its film sequel, Tamako Love Story. But the IRL inspiration for Usagiyama Shopping District is actually Demachi Matsugata Shopping Street in Kyoto. Located just northeast of the Kyoto Imperial Palace, you will find many quaint little shops of produce, groceries, or even just books and random knickknacks. But yeah, throughout this whole entire shopping district, you'll of course come across many of the shops featured within the anime. And now, if you are a fan of Tamako Market or have at least seen the anime, you would know that Tamako's family actually runs a confectionery business. And I think this is the place that it was based off on. Confectioner Demachi Futaba. It's not inside of the shopping district, but it is very significant for 2 reasons. It was actually founded in 1899, and it is widely considered to be one of the best makers of wagashi, which are traditional Japanese sweets. But yeah, from fresh produce to mochi to clothes to books, I believe that this will be a very, very fun anime pilgrimage for any anime fan of Tamako Market. And now the final location that I would like to talk about is going to be my by far my favorite IRL location from any anime, considering that it is one of my top favorites of all time, K-On! Now, what I find just so amazing about this next IRL location is that Kyoto Animation took this very tiny, unknown town and changed it essentially forever. I'm talking about the little town of Toyosato. Back in 2020 at least, Toyosato was actually the 20th smallest town in all of Japan. And of course, if you are a fan of K-On!, and again, of course, if you've watched it at least, you would know like the main setting would definitely be the school that the 5 main characters attend to. Toyosato Elementary School, or at least now the former Toyosato Elementary School, was built in 1937, and it is of course closed down now, but it is actually open for tours and visits, which is just very nice. I'm very happy that they still have it up and running for visits at the very least. Not only that, I'm pretty sure they actually still use it for like community events or just club meetings. And of course, inside of this former school, you find literally every single one-to-one setting of the anime, which is just honestly mind-blowing to see. I don't know. From the auditorium to the simple hallways of the school, and then of course the iconic tortoise in the hair, which all leads up to the club room where most of the anime is set. Honestly, I probably could have gone into a lot more in-depth information and detail throughout this whole video, but I honestly just wanted to share some of the locations that anime fans could visit. Of course, there are a ton more IRL locations that come to the top of my head, such as like Higurashi, Lucky Star, freaking Your Name, of course, Steins Gate, Makihabara. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there for this video. Anime pilgrimage, traveling to these IRL anime locations. Hopefully it all goes smoothly for me, and hopefully you could also take part in your anime pilgrimage. But otherwise guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.